It's 2 p.m. UK time, and here we are now live on YouTube. I hope you are having a super duper day. It is Wednesday, something slightly different today. Normally I am in my little studio. 4 weeks ago I was in Paris, and today I am in another rather busy place. I'm in the centre of, can you guess? It's a very busy city. There are over 10 million people living in this place. Some people describe it as hell on earth. I don't know what they mean. I've been here for 2 days and I've had the most wonderful time. But I know what you're asking. You are asking, Mr. Duncan, where are you? We can't see you. Where are you? Please show your face. Okay then, I'm going to show myself. Don't panic. I am here. I was a little bit worried earlier because they said that there might be some rain. So I did get slightly worried about that. But so far, we haven't had a drop of rain at all. Here we go then. It's time to reveal myself. Just after 2 p.m, according to Big Ben over there. A lot of people think that Big Ben is the clock, but it isn't. It's actually the bell. The clock tower is actually called the Elizabeth II clock tower. It used to be called the Stevenson clock tower, but now it's been renamed as the Elizabeth II clock tower. So the next time someone says Big Ben, you can correct them. The clock is not called Big Ben. The bell is Big Ben. But where is Big Duncan? Here I am. Oh, there you are. Hi everybody. I will introduce myself formally. Here we go then. Hi everybody. This is Mr. Duncan in England. How are you today? Are you okay? I hope so. Are you happy? I hope you are happy. We are having a very interesting time here. I'm down in London. Mr. Steve is busy working over the next few days. So what I've decided to do is go on my travels once again, because to be honest with you, I had such a good time in Paris. We had the most wonderful time, myself, Mr. Steve, and also everyone who joined us in Paris, that I couldn't resist doing some more travelling. So why not travel to the capital city of this country? And here I am right now having a very interesting time. The weather has been wonderful. It isn't quite as hot as it's been in the south of Europe. So it's not quite as hot as it's been in some parts of southern Europe. But it's not too bad, I have to say. It's around about 20 degrees, 22 degrees today, probably the highest temperature. Although I must admit, can I say hello to all those who are suffering at the moment on the south of Europe and also North Africa, where apparently today the temperature is going to get as high as, can you believe it? It's going to get as high as 47 degrees in certain parts of Europe. 47 degrees. Here, it's not quite as hot as that, although, talking of temperature, 1 year ago today, so on this very day, 12 months ago, we were experiencing one of the hottest days ever. This time last year, it was actually 40 degrees a year ago today. It's true. But today, fortunately, it's not so bad, even though the back of my neck has become red because I've been standing outside in the sun too much. I suppose I should say hello to the live stream. Hello to the live stream, all the lovely viewers on the live chat. I'm going to say hello to you now. Here we go then. It's very hard to see the screen because it's so bright. So let's have a look. Oh, yes, quite a few people are joining us already on the live chat. Hello, everyone. Hello, can I say hello to... Hello to Mika. Hello, Mika, watching in Japan. A big hello to you. A sunny, happy hello from London. And by the way, the other building that you can see behind me, that is actually the seat of power in this country. So that actually is the House or the Houses of Parliament. So you have two separate houses there. You have the House of Commons, the MPs that represent us. That is strange. I'm not sure if we are back. We had a slight problem. We were cut off for a moment. I don't know why. Maybe because I mentioned the Houses of Parliament. Maybe someone is watching and they were worried about what I might say. So I'm back. We are reconnected. I'm sorry about that. I was told that the connection here in London was amazing, but now I'm starting to wonder whether it is as good as they say it is. I really am wondering quite a lot. So it's a lovely day, and the reason why I'm here is because, well, I have nothing better to do at the moment, I suppose. I thought I would come down to London. Mr. Steve, of course, is also busy at the moment. He's doing lots of things with his work because, of course, he has decided to go back to work. I don't know if he's gone crazy or not. I'm starting to wonder whether Mr. Steve has gone crazy. But apparently Steve wants to go back to work. So this week he's very busy training and preparing to start his new job. And so I thought, what shall I do? I will come down to London. I had a lovely time yesterday. I was walking around London taking some photographs. Of course, lots of people here. Many tourists come to London every year. Millions and millions of people come to London. They come to visit, they come to walk around, they come to take photographs, they come to spot me maybe. Maybe they come here just in case they can see me walking around London doing a live stream. I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway, I think we are reconnected now. So if you did lose the live stream for a moment, don't worry, I am back. I am back now. I was saying hello to the live chat as well. Hello to Christina. Hello, Christina. Oh, nice to see you here, my lady of leisure. And as you can see today, I am also being a lady of leisure as well. I am here enjoying a little bit of the atmosphere. There are some people who don't like London. I have to be honest with you. I have fallen in love with London again. I think so. I think I may have fallen in love with London again. I'm not sure if I have or not, but I feel as if I'm beginning to warm towards London. I feel as if I'm almost enjoying it. And of course, if you know me very well, you will know that I'm not a very big fan of busy cities. So what I'm doing today is very strange for me, because normally I'm in the countryside. I'm hundreds of miles away in Much Wenlock. So to be surrounded by traffic and people and pigeons. By the way, there's one thing I've noticed. The pigeons are crazy here. The pigeons are absolutely mad. They really are. Can I say hello to Vitas? Hello, Vitas. Thank you for joining me today. Yes, we're doing a live stream. I don't know how long I'm going to be on for. Maybe 20 minutes, maybe half an hour, maybe 3 hours. We will see what happens. I was a little bit worried about standing here. I will talk about this view in a moment, because this view behind me is actually iconic. It is an iconic view. That's how I would describe this particular view behind me. Can I say hello to who else is here today? Irene is here. Hello, Irene. Nice to see you here also. I think I also saw Vitas as well. Hello, Vitas. Thank you for joining me. You can see there are lots of people here. This is one of the busiest parts of London during the week and the weekend, because lots of tourists will come to this area. And as I mentioned a few moments ago, this particular area is very famous. It is an iconic view. You might describe it as iconic. So that means that many people over the years have been here, have seen this place, and it is a place also that is very easy to recognize. It is a very easy place to recognize. So if you saw a photograph of this place, you would know straight away where it was. You would say, oh, that's London. That's London. That's Big Ben. Even though it isn't. It's the Elizabeth II clock tower, you see. So don't forget, next time someone says Big Ben, you can tell them that they've got it wrong. You can say, no, it isn't. It is not. It's the Elizabeth II clock tower. You can put them right. Very good. I suppose one thing I've noticed over the past couple of days is how much security there is around. I suppose one of the main reasons for that is that there have been a lot of protests around London over the last few weeks with various campaigns, including people who want to save the environment. I don't know what you think about these groups, but a lot of people are quite annoyed, to say the least. They don't like them at all. Don't ask me what my opinion is, because I am going to sit on the fence with that one. So this particular view behind me, this is Westminster Bridge behind me. This is an iconic view. And the place I'm standing at the moment, this actual spot, is where many movies, many films, many TV shows, when they've used this view, this is actually where they stand or where they put their cameras. So many Hollywood movies, many TV shows over the years that have used this in one of their scenes, they will always stand in this actual spot right here. I'm not joking. Yes, exactly. So that is Westminster Bridge, of course. Do I need to tell you what the river is? The river, of course, is the River Thames. Mother Thames, Lady Thames, the River Thames. One thing I don't suggest doing, by the way, if you do come here, don't swim in the River Thames. Don't swim in the River Thames, whatever you do. Please don't, because apparently there is a lot of poop in the River Thames. So don't be tempted to do that, okay? Okay. It is coming up to 2:15, which means Big Ben is going to chime in a moment. It is going to bing bong. I don't think we'll be able to hear it because there's too much noise. Come on, Big Ben, are you going to bong for me? So Big Ben, normally, the bell itself rings at 1/4 past, 1/2 past, 1/4 to, and also, of course, on the top of the hour. Did you hear it? There it was. I bet you couldn't hear it because there's so much noise. There are literally millions of people walking around me at the moment. And the air around here is full of the smell of food. All I can smell around here is food. Fortunately, I had a really big breakfast. Baked beans, sausage, egg, bacon. I even had a croissant. Yes, the hotel that I was staying at, or I am staying at, it is a full English breakfast. If you remember when I was in Paris, I was slightly disappointed because at the hotel we were staying at in Paris, they did not have full English breakfast. And I was very annoyed. In fact, Mr. Steve wrote a complaint letter. Can you believe that Steve actually wrote a complaint letter to them? The pigeons here are crazy, by the way. They are absolutely... Notice the camera shaking a little bit. You might even be able to hear the sound as well on the microphone. So if you can hear the noise of the wind, I do apologise, but for some reason it is very, very windy here today. It is a windy day in London town. I'm sure there was a song called A Windy Day in London town. I'm sure. Have I been using the tube? Yes, I have. I have been using the underground. Can I just say I am very impressed with the underground system. A lot of people refer to the underground as the tube because the trains that you travel in look like long tubes. So that's the reason why they call the underground the tube, because everything connected to it looks like a tube. You see? Pretty good. Yesterday I went to Buckingham Palace. I knocked on the door. I said, King Charles, I said, this is Mr. Duncan. Can I come in for an afternoon cup of tea? And he said, I would rather you didn't. Actually, I'm not a fan of your YouTube channel. So, unfortunately, King Charles would not allow me in to Buckingham Palace yesterday. I was very disappointed. I really thought he would allow me in. Maybe I could have done a live stream from the royal balcony. I could have waved to the crowds like the Queen when she was, because of course she's not around anymore. We don't have a Queen anymore. We have King Charles II. So now he is the monarch of this country. I have to say, one thing I've also noticed here since coming into London, I've noticed that there are lots of strange people. Now, if you thought I was weird, I can tell you now there are people far weirder than me here in London. There is a lady just behind me, over there, behind me, and she is shouting and telling everyone that they are doomed. They are doomed to go to hell for eternity. It's not the sort of thing you want to hear on a Wednesday lunchtime, to be honest with you. Hello, Claudia. It's Claudia. Can I say happy birthday, Claudia, for your birthday yesterday? Thank you very much. I hope you had a super day there in Argentina. So can I say a big hello to you, and also I hope you had a good birthday yesterday. I won't say how old you are, because of course you are a lady, and ladies never give their age, do they? No, they do not. So happy birthday for yesterday, Claudia, and I hope you're having a good day today as well. Can I also say hello to... who else is here today? Oh, it's very busy. Oh, hello, Thomas. Hello, Tomek. Tomek is watching as well. Hello, Tomek. Just a few weeks ago, we were all together in Paris. And now look, I'm here in London. Steve asked me last night. He said, Duncan, which do you prefer? Do you prefer Paris or London? I think I would have said Paris, but I have to say I am rather enjoying myself here. I have to be honest with you. I'm having quite a nice time. And here I am now, look. So a lot of people do talk about London being an unsafe place, but as you can see behind me, everyone is having a good time, everyone's enjoying themselves. I don't feel at all unsafe. I don't feel as if I am in any danger whatsoever. I feel quite safe, actually. The only thing I would say is I probably wouldn't travel around London at night. So I think nighttime things get a little bit more risky. But during the day, because there are so many people around, and also there are a lot of police, a lot of security, a lot of undercover officers walking around, making sure everything is safe. I would say that London is quite a safe place to visit. So if you are thinking of coming to London, or if you ever wanted to, my advice is do it. Come on, come to London, have a nice time. When was the last time you went to London? The last time I was in London visiting for a long period of time must have been, well, it's over 25 years ago. I think over 25 years ago was the last time I came to London, and I actually stayed here for a long period of time. So I think it is fair to say that London has changed a lot over the past 25 years, and I think it is safer. So even though people worry about things happening, I won't say what, but you know what I mean out there in YouTube land. You know what I'm talking about. Things that aren't very nice. Despite that, I would say that London is a super place to visit. If you've ever thought about coming here, there are loads of places to see. The underground system, I have to say, I am really impressed. And the thing is now, you don't even have to buy a ticket. You don't even have to purchase a ticket. So you can carry your contactless debit card or credit card, and you can just put that on the gate. And the gate will open for you. And then at the other end, you just do the same thing as you leave, and then it will calculate the price of your travelling. Isn't that amazing? So I have to say, I'm really impressed with the transport system here. There are lots of buses. You can also call a taxi as well. If you want to take a taxi, you can. So there are lots of options for you to choose. Who else is here today? I'm having difficulty reading the live chat because it's very sunny. So the sun is shining down on me at the moment. It's very sunny and very warm. I don't know how long I'm staying here for, but I will see how long I can stay here for. Maybe someone will come along and move me. They might say, Mr. Duncan, I'm sorry, you can't do this. You must move. Just in case you are in London, maybe you are in London. Maybe that's where you are at the moment. Maybe you are in London right now. If you are in London right now and you want to come and say hello to me on Westminster Bridge, you can do, if you want. So if you are nearby and you want to come and say hello, I'm on Westminster Bridge at the other end. There is the Elizabeth Clock Tower behind me. I'm sure you know where that is. Oh, by the way, I'm visiting the BBC tomorrow. I'm going to see if I can get a job at the BBC. So I am going to do a little bit of filming tomorrow outside the BBC Broadcasting House, which is not very far away from here. It's very near, where is it? Oxford Circus. So near Oxford Circus is where the BBC Television Centre is. So I might go there tomorrow and do a little bit of filming outside. And I might also knock on the door, like I did with Prince Charles. So I might ask them if I can come in for 10 minutes. Maybe I can become the new newsreader. Maybe I could be a newsreader on the BBC. Oh, very nice. Hello also to Zara. Hello, Zara. Nice to see you here on the live chat. Christina Ragucci is here as well. Hello, Christina Ragucci. It's nice to see you here. How are you today? Are you okay? I really hope you are. Hello also to Harry. Hello, Harry. Nice to see you here as well. A little wave to Harry. Hi there, Harry. Thank you for joining me. Where are you at the moment? Oh, we also have, I almost forgot. How could I forget? Luis Mendez is here today. Hello, Luis. As you can see, I did it. I decided to do it. I wasn't going to do it, but I decided to do it. I wasn't going to do it, but I thought, yes, I'm going to do it. So here I am now. Here I am right now. And I thought, why not? Why not do it? Mika has been watching the proms. Of course, the proms are taking place right now here in London at the Royal Albert Hall. It is a special season of performances that happen every year. And of course, it all builds up to something that they refer to as the last night of the proms. So the promenade is a performance. So we call it the proms, which is quite often an orchestral event. The orchestras play, they play live in front of a lot of people, normally at the Royal Albert Hall, so that's where it happens. So I'm glad to hear that you are enjoying the proms that are taking place at the moment at the Royal Albert Hall. Isn't that wonderful? Christina has asked if I've ever been to Madame Tussauds. I've never been there, but someone once mistook me for one of the models and they carried me inside. Isn't that strange? What a strange thing to do. And I said, no, I am not Tom Cruise. I am not Tom Cruise. You've got the wrong person. So there you go. Oh, what an interesting story that was. Palmyra is here. Hello, Palmyra. We have a lot of people watching in South America, across Europe. And if you are watching in Europe at the moment, I hope you are staying safe and cool, because the temperatures at the moment across southern Europe are a little crazy, to say the least. And as I mentioned earlier, 1 year ago today, so on this date last year, it was the hottest day ever in the UK. It actually reached 40 degrees last year. Fortunately, at the moment, it is not 40 degrees today. It is only around 22, 23 degrees today, so it's not too bad. 23 Celsius here in the UK. Lewis says, in 2008 I visited Buckingham Palace. The Queen wasn't there, but I had to queue for more than 2 hours. 2 hours? You had to queue for 2 hours? I couldn't do that. Oh, there's some There are some Saudi princes going by behind me. You might see them in a moment. If you keep looking over there, you might see them go by. Maybe they've come here to buy some fruit and vegetables from Harrods. I don't know. You might see them in a moment. Keep watching there. Keep watching. You might see them. There are some Saudis. I think they're from Saudi Arabia. There they are. Can you see them? There they are, going by now. Oh, they're going by down the steps and being very nosy. So there they are. Look at that. Yeah. Some Saudi Arabians. Maybe I can shout down for a donation. Perhaps they will give me a lovely donation for my YouTube channel. It is now 2:30. Thank you, Big Ben. The bell, not the clock tower, because the clock tower is called Elizabeth II. Yeah, it's not Big Ben. Big Ben is the bell and also the clock mechanism. But the clock tower, the actual clock tower, is called the Elizabeth II clock tower. The connection, Mr. Duncan, is not very good. Well, I can't do anything about that. I don't know why it's not good. It should be good. It should be good. London is supposed to have the best 5G network. I'm starting to wonder whether that's true or not. So one of the problems with doing mobile phone live streams is sometimes the connection might be interrupted. Maybe somebody's listening to this right now. Maybe they are listening to find out what's going on. What is that man doing? This is definitely not 5G, says Tomek. Well, I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that, unfortunately. I wish I could. I can't make it good quality. What I might do, I might actually stop the live stream and then go somewhere else and try to do something later on. We will see what happens. But here, the 5G signal is perfect. Here, yes, it's perfect here. I'm getting a full signal on my 5G phone, but oh, Beatrice says it is a good connection in general. Well, I don't see many people doing live streams. That's one thing I've noticed since coming to London. I haven't noticed many people actually doing live streams at all. And maybe this is the reason why. Maybe the 5G connection isn't very stable. If you are doing live streams, maybe it is not very stable. There are many school children having tours around London. I never came to London as a child. I only came to London once, and that was to see the exhibition at the Royal Academy of Art of the Impressionists. That's the only time I ever came to London as a child, just once. Tomek says, what about your latency and bandwidth? You know what? I have no control over that because all of that is set automatically. You can't change the controls, you see. You can't change the settings on that, Tomek, unfortunately. They don't give you that much control. So all you can really do is plug your phone into the internet and then just hope for the best. It's getting really windy now. I don't know if you noticed, it's getting very windy. I hope you can hear me all right. I will be going in a moment. I was going to stay until 3 o'clock, but it would appear a lot of people are saying that they can't see me. So if you can't see me or hear me, then there isn't much point doing this at all. Is there, really, when you think about it? No, there isn't. Would I ever think of living in London? I've never thought about it. I have visited London many times in the past, but I don't think I would ever live in London. I don't think so. I don't think I would ever do that. Patrick. Hello, Patrick. Hi, Patrick. Nice to see you here. Patrick was in London in 2019. I would imagine if you come during the school holidays, because at the moment, of course, the kids are still at school, but the end of this week is a very crucial period because it means that the kids will be finishing their school for the summer break. And then suddenly everyone will be travelling around. Some people will be going abroad and some people will be staying here and taking domestic holidays. And so places like this in London will suddenly become very, very busy, packed. So today you might say that today the weather isn't too bad and it has encouraged a lot of people to come outside. But no, it isn't as busy as it normally is. I think normally you would have many more people here, many more. Which is good news for me, really. It means that I can move around relatively free. Can I say hello to Tom? Hello, Tom. Tom Rocks is here. Hello to you. Thanks for joining me today, Mr. Duncan Live in London. I've had a few problems with the connection, but hopefully it is working okay now, which is surprising when you think about it. I'm now using the most sophisticated communication network in the whole country, apparently. We will see what happens later when I play it back. By the way, you will be able to watch this later. It will be available later on. So yes, it will be recorded and saved on YouTube. So don't worry about that. So have you ever been to London? Have you ever visited the capital of this country? And if you have, what did you think of it? Did you have a good time or were you a little worried? Maybe you were scared. Maybe you felt a little intimidated. I have to say, years ago, when I used to come to London years ago, I would always feel a little afraid. I would always feel as if maybe something bad would happen, or maybe I wouldn't be safe. Hello to Khan. Khan Nguyen is here, watching in Vietnam. Hello, Vietnam. Nice to see you here as well, Vietnam. How lovely. Don't worry, it's not the police. Before anyone says, Mr. Duncan, is that the police coming for you? It is not the police. It was, in fact, an ambulance. Maybe somebody got too excited watching me on the live stream, perhaps, and they've fallen over with shock. Hello also to, Beatrice says, I was in London many years ago and I loved it and I would like to go again. Well, why not? Why not? Oh, that's a big boat. I don't know if you saw that. There's a very large boat moving across at the moment. There we go, a different view. Look at that. Now that is a very large cargo vessel. They look like shipping containers, don't they? I think they're taking some cargo, some local cargo from one place to another. One thing I have noticed about the River Thames, it is always very busy. So the River Thames is the main river going through the centre of London. And of course, many years ago, it was the centre of export, and a lot of things were brought into the country from overseas. Many things were loaded onto ships to be transported around the world. So in the past, this used to be a very busy waterway. I thought I would change the view. I thought I would change the view for a few moments. So I'm not sure if you can still see and hear me, but I will try my best. Maybe I will have to shout a little louder, perhaps. So I've used the underground, I've used the tube, I've done a lot of walking around as well. Another thing about London is you can get around quite easily just from walking. So I did do a lot of walking yesterday from one place to another. So you don't always have to ride around on the tube. It isn't always necessary to ride around on the tube. Sometimes you can just take a walk. You can take a stroll. You can have a nice time walking around, especially when it's not raining. Alessandra is here. Hello, Alessandra. Nice to see you here. Hello, Inaki. How is it possible? People are perfectly organised, walking on the right along the stairs. Yes, there is a rule here in London. If you are ever travelling on the tube or moving around, quite often you will go up on the left and come down on the right. So that is the general rule in London. So the general rule is you go up on the left and you come down on the right. And if you ever break those rules, you will probably get pushed over by someone. Or maybe they will push you out the way. I don't know. I will be going in a moment. I might stay until 3 o'clock. We will see what happens with the signal. If I lose the signal, don't panic. It just means that I've been cut off. That's all. So I will be finishing in around about 10 minutes. Does that sound good? Okay then. Who else is on the live chat? I don't want to forget anyone. We have Francesca Altieri. Hello to you. Who else is here today? I don't want to forget anyone, you see. We also have Sandra. I've noticed a lot of people are shy these days. If there's one thing I've noticed over the last few weeks, many people seem more shy to actually chat on the live stream. They don't want to actually type anything. My advice, can I give you my advice? If you are feeling a little bit shy, just do it. Just type something. Just have a go. Just say, hello, Mr. Duncan. I've never said hello before on the live chat. Enter. It's very easy. Mika says, I want to visit London once again. It is an interesting place, I have to say. If you are coming here, I would probably suggest that you stay for maybe 3 or 4 days, because there are so many things to see, so many things to visit. And of course, if you want to go to one of the museums, if you want to go to one of the places that might be interesting to you, I think that's the same ambulance, because I am actually outside a hospital. So next to me there is a hospital, St Thomas's Hospital, which is very close to the River Thames. So if you are in a hospital bed at St Thomas's Hospital, you probably have a very nice view from your bed, I would imagine so. Hello to Sissy Tagaraza. hello to you and thank you for joining me. Christina asked, how long did it take you to get to London? Well, I suppose I was lucky because Mr. Steve brought me here in the car. He gave me a ride in his car. So it took around, it was over 2.5 hours because we had a break. So we did drive here very early in the morning on Monday. And we did have a break as well. So we didn't drive here without a break. We had a little break on the way. So it would be around about 2, maybe 2.5 hours driving without going too fast and without getting too stressed as well. Patrick says the best moment in London for me is to follow the River Thames. I did it with my bicycle 4 years ago. And that was Big Ben. The Big Ben bell was bonging away. Did you hear it then? So Patrick went along the side of the River Thames on a bicycle. Yes, you will notice there are many people on bicycles here. Lots of those e-bikes that are powered by a battery. So you will find lots of people riding them around, very similar to Paris, where many people also ride them around as well. There is a lovely pigeon watching me. Hello, do you think I've got some food for you? But unfortunately I haven't. I did have a croissant in my bag from this morning and I was eating it earlier and the pigeons kept attacking me. That's one thing I will tell you about if you come to London. Can I please warn you that the pigeons sometimes are a little bit violent, especially if you are walking along the road carrying a sandwich in your hand, so you have to be very careful. So I'm going in a moment. I'm so glad that the rain hasn't fallen. I thought we were going to get some rain today, but fortunately there was no rain, so I didn't get wet. Oh, thank you, Sandra. Sandra Gonzalez is just reminding me the bell is called Big Ben and the clock tower itself, the actual structure, is called the Elizabeth Clock Tower. And of course, you might notice it looks very lovely now because they've cleaned it. So they've renovated the whole building. The whole building looks shiny and new, like it did when it was first built. So it does look quite amazing now. I have to say, it does look good. I will be going in a moment. Mr. Steve cannot be here today because he's working, you see. I don't know why. I think Steve may have gone crazy. I think so. I think he's gone crazy because he's gone back to work. He wanted another job. So he finished his job last year, semi-retired, because he spent a lot of his time in the garden, but then I think he got a bit bored with that. And now he's decided to go back to work. So that is what Steve is doing this week. He's doing some training here in London, but another part of London, very far away. So I thought I would come down with Steve and I would stay here in London and do this. Was it a good idea? I hope so. For those wondering, I will be back on Sunday. Sunday, I will be with you from 2 p.m. UK time is when I'm back with you. There are definitely fewer people here today than there were yesterday. Yesterday, this area was full of people. It was packed full of people. It really was. Anyway, I'm going in a few moments. So if you want to say hello, if you want to say anything, now is the time. I will say hello to Mr. Steve for you. I think Mr. Steve must be very happy. He's very happy, actually. Although, between you and me, I'm not sure if he's sure that he's made the right decision. So I think at the moment Steve is trying to decide whether he's done the right thing going back to work, to be honest. Because I think he actually enjoyed having free time. And of course now, because he started a job, he can't have free time. He has to keep busy with this new job. So we will see what happens. It should be a very interesting few weeks as Mr. Steve settles into his new job. Should be very interesting. Francesca says, bye, Mr. Duncan. Bye, Francesca. This is not as easy as it looks, by the way. I'm sure some people would feel very self-conscious or embarrassed to do this. And I do have a lot of people who keep stopping and watching me. They're wondering what I'm doing. But the good thing about London is people do this all the time. You often see TV cameras and TV reporters in the street in London. So to be honest with you, here it's not such an unusual thing to see this actually happening. Are you still there? The live chat has gone very busy. The live chat has gone very quiet, should I say. I will be making a video about my time in London, and that is why I'm doing some extra things as well. So I am doing a little bit of filming as well. Besides this live stream, there will also be another video that I will upload with some unusual moments, let's just say. Alessandra De Filo, Man Truong Dam. Oh, wish you happy health, Mr. Duncan. I am from Vietnam. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you to join me today. Oh, by the way, just over there, very close to where I'm standing, there is another famous landmark called the London Eye. It is a large wheel that goes round. It doesn't go round very fast. But I won't be going on it because I don't like heights. As you know, I'm not a big fan of heights. I don't like being too high up. I don't like being in a place where I feel unsafe high up. Palmyra says, we all know about the film Notting Hill. Yes, of course. Notting Hill was a romantic comedy starring Hugh Grant. And who was it? Ooh, that's a good question. I want to say Andy McDowell, but that wasn't that, was it? That was Four Weddings and a Funeral. Ah, you see, I always get those two films confused. Yeah, Julia Roberts was in Notting Hill, and Andy McDowell was in Four Weddings and a Funeral. But I always get those two films mixed up because they seem very similar. By the way, Hugh Grant has relaunched his acting career by starring in the new Willy Wonka film. He plays a little tiny Oompa Loompa. Have you seen him yet? It's very funny. I have to say, I think actually the film is going to be very good. I think a lot of people are going to like it. I visited Portobello Road and also the Library of Film. Portobello Road is a very well-known street. It is where all the marketplaces are and the market stalls. Lots of clothes can be bought in Portobello Road. So yes, you are right, Christina. We are approaching 5 minutes to 3 o'clock. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for the sound of Big Ben at 3 o'clock, and then we will end today's live stream. I hope you've enjoyed this, something unusual. I don't normally do live streams from London. In fact, this is the first time I've ever done one. I've never done a live stream ever from London. So this is the first one. Will it be the last? Only time will tell. Talking of time, it is 4 minutes. In fact, it's 5 minutes. 5 minutes to 3 o'clock. And I will be going in a moment. Francesca. A lot of people now are talking about films related to London. Yes, An American Werewolf in London was a very scary film from the 1980s. And I have to be honest with you, it's not a film that I can watch alone. I have to be with someone. It's a very scary film, a very nasty film. It's a horror film, you see, that's why. Christina says, Mr. Duncan, you are always number one. Well, that's very kind of you to say so. Very kind indeed. I'm going to get a drink because I'm thirsty. I'm not very hungry because I had a huge breakfast. I had a really big breakfast this morning in my hotel room. I had sausage, egg, bacon, baked beans. You see, I had baked beans this morning for my breakfast. I had a lovely strong cup of tea, and also I had a croissant as well. Wow. Is it very hot there, Mr. Duncan? No, it isn't. Unlike many parts of southern Europe that are at the moment experiencing very hot weather, we are having cool weather. It's very strange. But apparently it's all because of the motion of the jet stream. The jet stream is what carries the heat. So if you are north of the jet stream, you get cooler weather. If you are south of the jet stream, you will get hotter weather. So here in the UK at the moment, we are north of the jet stream because it's moving very low down. Lots of very interesting noises around me. I don't know what that was. Very interesting sound indeed. 3 minutes to go. So I will leave you with the sound of Big Ben. Yes, I heard you say that. You said, Mr. Duncan, Big Ben is the bell. It is. Big Ben is the bell. The Elizabeth II clock tower is the structure. You see the structure. And then the rest of it is the Houses of Parliament, the seat of power for the government. I better be careful what I'm saying. That's it. That is all from me for today. I hope you've enjoyed this. I will leave you with some of the sights and sounds, and then I will see you again on Sunday. Don't forget, Sunday, 2 p.m. UK time is when I'm back with you, and I will see you again. This is Mr. Duncan in the birthplace of English, which is England. Saying thank you very much, see you soon, and of course, I don't know what that was, very strange. And of course, ta-ta for now, enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you very soon.